bubbling up, bubbling up, surveillance, surveillance. Bridge that gap, bridge that gap. Isn't sitting still, isn't sitting still. Smashed its all-time high, smashed its all-time high.
Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being well-informed. Today, we're diving into something called Crypto Week.
Right.
Now, it's not, an official thing, but it's this term that gets used when there's a whole lot happening in the digital asset world all at once.
Yeah, like a critical massive activity.
Exactly. And you see it in two main flavors. There's the industry kind. Think New York's blockchain week around the big consensus conference.
Yeah.
Lots of company stuff.
Panels, networking.
Yeah. But then there's the policy-focused crypto week, and, that's what's really hitting Washington, D.C. right now.
It is indeed.
So our mission here really is to figure out why this specific D.C. crypto week feels so significant. What's actually going on that's maybe a bit surprising for the future of crypto?
Well, yeah, D.C. is absolutely the center of gravity this week. And it's not conferences this time.
Right.
It's defined by multiple crypto bills actually being debated, really debated in Congress, moving from ideas to, potential laws.
Okay, so what are we talking about specifically? For you listening, if you're trying to track this, what bills should you know?
Yeah, good question.
Because it sounds like quite a bit is bubbling up. We looked at the sources, and 3 names kept popping up. And honestly, the names are pretty direct.
Yeah, some of them are.
We've got the Clarity Act, sounds like it's trying to define regulations. Then the Genius Act, focused on stablecoins. And then the Anti-CBDC Surveillance Act. That one sounds like it wants to stop the U.S. central bank from making a digital dollar that, tracks spending.
Exactly. And what these bills really show is that ongoing fundamental debate. Right?
Yeah.
It's this clash between crypto's sort of decentralized, borderless idea and the very centralized, very national way laws usually get made. So each bill is sort of trying to bridge that gap, but they highlight the tension. How do you encourage innovation but also have oversight? And what about privacy? Big questions.
And it's not just the what of the bills, it's the how, the atmosphere. Our sources point to a real political divide. Some folks are calling it Crypto Week, very optimistic.
Right.
Others calling it Anti-Crypto Corruption Week, pretty critical.
Yeah, quite the contrast.
It's striking how wide that spectrum is. It just shows how mainstream and, frankly, politically charged it's all become. Different viewpoints clashing.
Definitely. But, while DC's debating all this, the market isn't exactly sitting still. It's moving incredibly fast. Bitcoin just smashed its all-time high again, crossed $123,000.
Wow. What's driving that?
Well, a big part is still strong interest in those Bitcoin ETFs, letting traditional investors in easily.
Right, the access point.
And also short sellers closing their positions. People betting against Bitcoin had to buy back in, pushing the price up even more. And it's not just Bitcoin, Ethereum. Other big coins, they're rising too.
Interesting. So beyond the policy stuff, there's also the shift in how companies are thinking about crypto. Something that really caught my eye was this trend of crypto treasuries.
Oh, yes.
Where companies are actually holding Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana maybe on their balance sheets as reserves. What does that signal?
That's a really key development, I think. It's more than just like a hedge. It suggests some companies see these assets as a potential long-term store of value.
Like digital gold, almost.
Sort of, yeah. It's a strategic bet. It signals maybe a future where corporate finance could look different, maybe bypassing traditional banks for some things. It's a vote of confidence.
And alongside that, stablecoins are getting a lot more attention too, right? Not just for trading.
Huge attention. Circle, the company behind USDC, one of the big dollar-backed stablecoins, their stock jumped over 500% after going public?
Whoa.
Yeah. And their CEO is out there saying stablecoins could, pretty soon just be a normal way to send money online, like everyday stuff.
That's a bold claim. A normal way to transfer money sounds very disruptive.
Potentially, yes.
But is it really that straightforward? I mean, what are the hurdles? regulations, getting people to actually use them day to day.
Oh, definitely not simple. The regulations are still all over the place globally. And there are big questions still about protecting users, stopping money laundering, making different systems work together.
Right.
It's a vision, but it needs tech and a whole lot of regulatory agreement worldwide. It's a complex dance.
So bringing it all together then, this crypto week in D.C., it feels like a snapshot, a really crucial window.
I think so.
It shows how digital assets are becoming, well, more accepted, but also more fought over, In the real world, big ideas meeting actual policy, actual business decisions.
Yeah, and maybe here's a final thought to leave you with. The way we use and understand money, well, it may be changing faster than we think.
Definitely something to think about. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope it's given you that shortcut to being well-informed.